Page 25, the Barber Pole. Not introducing anything new, we're just adding more stuff that we're reviewing more stuff that we've had. So let's look it over. It is 1 page long, sort of. Treble and bass clef. 1 sharp in the key signature. We're still in the key of G major, so all the F's are automatically going to be played as F sharps. There are no F's in it, but it doesn't matter. If there were F's, that'd be F sharps. And common time or 4/4 time, and it has a pickup beat, so we're coming in on beat 4. Well, that means the first 3 beats got to be somewhere else. If you look at the bottom, the last measure, the dotted half note gets 3 counts, so that's the first 3 beats, and then beat 4 is at the top. Then we got quarter notes and eighth notes and dotted half notes and whole notes. We can do all that, I hope. Right hand first, let's just check the fingering and all that. We're here, the thumb puts us in G position. And it's 4/1, 4/1, 2. And I'm just rocking back and forth here between these 2 notes here. Third full measure, 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, I'm just rocking back and forth between these 2 fingers. 1 and 2 and 2, 3, 4. This is about all that is. Left hand, well, 2-note chords still. You got a G and a D. They don't give you finger numbers. I'm just telling you that's where it is. You're in G position. Same as you've been in. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is exciting. Let's go to the second line. You got a C and a D together. And this exciting, well, it's about all the left hand does, so put them together. G position. And it's here, here. And then here. And then here. And again, I have to lift up in the left hand because they're chords, but I'm not lifting up in the right hand. I'm connecting all this. So I'm connecting one hand while lifting up in the other. There. At the end of the line here, you can go ahead and lift up both hands together. Lift up, and so forth. So you put the hands together. Then go through and work on any tricky spots and get rid of the hesitations. And you're not moving around any, so you should be able to play this whole thing without looking at the keyboard. Then we'll add in the articulation. They did give us some. We got some accents. At the first beat of the first full measures, you can play it a little louder. Second line, same thing. Just the first, that one note is just a little louder. They're kind of helping you out because they want to make sure that the pickup note sounds like a pickup note. That means the next note is going to have to be louder than the pickup note. And they're giving you an accent to make sure you do that. You don't really need the accent because if a pickup note, you're going to give the next note a natural accent. It's the first beat of the measure. So it goes to here. That's the feeling. To here. To here. Otherwise, the listener thinks the first note you played is the first beat of the measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So it gets off. It's got to sound like a pickup note. So the next it's got to be louder. 1, 2. And they're helping you by giving you accents on those. Now, once you have the articulation down, then we think about the dynamics. MF is mezzo forte or moderately loud. It's going to be the melody, which is the right hand. That makes the accented note a loud note just for that one note. And you'll have to decide what moderately loud is. It's sort of loud. The left hand's in the background. Okay. Second line, you have an F for forte. The F really belongs on the last note of the first line because that's the pickup to it. And that'll make more sense when we put in the phrasing. The phrasing starts with the pickup note. That's where the dynamic should be. So the last note of the first line should be loud. And that accented note in the second line would be very loud just for that one note. And then at the end of the second line, that should be MF. You come back down. because they put the MF at the beginning of the third line. It actually belongs at the end of the second line. It goes with the pickup beat, is what I'm saying. So come back down to moderately soft, like you were at the beginning. And then the fourth line's the same thing as the second, but it starts with the pickup beat. So you go up to loud again. And you stay loud throughout the rest of it in the right hand. The left hand just stays in the background. And once you have that, then we'll think about the interpretation. Well, we're already sort of putting in the natural accents. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and that first one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Feel this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just feel them. And then we add the phrasing. I already told you the phrasing, every phrase in this piece starts with a pickup beat. And that's very common in music. You'll find that when you start a piece with a pickup beat, chances are the other phrases throughout the piece, most of them, not all, they don't have to, but most of them will probably start with a pickup beat. And that's what this does. The first phrase starts with a pickup beat. The second phrase starts with a pickup beat. It's the last note on the first line. The last note of the second line is the pickup beat. And the last note of the third line is a pickup beat. Then, similar to what we did on page 24, at the end of the fourth line, the piece ends. But then you got two more measures. It's like an afterthought. It's a coda. It just kind of finishes it off. I mean, it really ends at the end of the fourth line. That's it. But this after bit, there's no melody here. It's just chords, just to kind of finish it off. And you're loud here, and it's both hands. Similar to what we did in the last line on page 24, I was talking about coda, and then after, okay, same thing here, except here it's just two measures long. Remember to hold that last note out 3 counts now, because it's only a dotted half note. Now you don't have to play it the way I did. That's just one way of playing it. You can play it slower if you want. You can play it a little faster if you want, as long as it's accurate. It's got to be accurate and controlled. It's up to you. Get into it and feel it. Let's play it together very slowly and double check the notes and the rhythms. I'll give us 3 counts because we're coming in on beat 4. And I'm not going to do any louds or softs. So I'm going to play both hands about the same. I want you to hear all the notes. So we're just checking to make sure you have the right notes at the right time. 1, ready, go. 2, 3. 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4.